Morning guys, welcome back to Gary's Angling Pursuits. It's Thursday morning, we're out fishing again. So today guys, I'm come back to a pond, well 3 ponds that have no name. It's not on any Google search, so for the sake of the video I'll put the description and the address in the comments after. But yeah, it's not on any Google search, so I'm just going to call it the 3 ponds. When I came here last, obviously it was recommended by the cafe that's at the top of, we're in sort of a valley. You come down and they say there's the 3 ponds, there's a match lake, which I was on the first time. I've come on to the specimen lake. It says it's stocked with common carp, mirror carp up to £20, tench over £4, roach to £1, golden rod, chub and barbel. It says all your rules. Always read your rules when you get down here guys. Saves any hassle later, as we always say. But yeah, so I'll just quickly show you. So we've got a match lake, a specimen lake, and then there's just like a round hole at the end. We've got like a little board walk here. Lots of reeds, bulrushes around the edges. There's a aerator in the middle that's not on. I've not seen it on since I've come a couple of times. But yeah, this is the pond I'm on today, this specimen lake. So hopefully we might get some different species out here. Nice to get some barbel. But yeah, we shall see. Fish are top in there. So you got the corners. I am right down the bottom, so I'll go and show you my peg. Right guys, so this is the peg I've chosen for today. There's no numbers on them, but I've just come down the far end just because there's some like reeds here. Now I'm going to be fishing with 2 rods today. I've got my feeder rod, so we're going to the left, not much to aim for, so I think I'm just going to be chucking to showing fish, maybe coming down the side. It's not very deep, I put my net in earlier. I think they've lost some water out of here. Looking by the drop on the bank. But yeah, I'm going to put the my feeder rod on the left hand side. I'm going to chuck into the middle, coming in, dragonfly. And then my alarm, they've got on my powerhouse leader 13 foot. Still not upgraded yet. I'm going to be fishing mainly these areas. I think just off here, around there. See if we can get anything. But yeah, that's my swim for today. Again, nobody here. I've just seen 2 guys. I think I had a walk around earlier. They're on the match lake. But yeah, let's get chucked in and see if we can catch some fish. Right guys, so the rods are in, and straight away I had a bleep on the alarm straight away. There's fish showing in the area. Showing fishes on the alarm, so at the back of the reeds at the top there. And my feeder rod, I'm just sort of, oh, big heron flying there. Yeah, this is left feeder rod. I'm just going to sort of start in the middle, sort of chuck around, see if I can find the fish. Yeah, the rods are in. I'm feeling good about today. I don't know if I'm going to get some nice fish. Here we go. Knock on the feeder. Tip. Yeah, it's just hard. I like to aim, I don't know, when there's just open water, it's harder. Obviously you've got nothing, obviously if the aerator is on, maybe the fish patrolling around there. But yeah, I've decided to come this end basically because of the reeds. Fish patrol around the reeds, around the edge. It's well, last time I came it was £7, and it's £7 for 2 rods, which I think is quite good. Yeah, it's just weird how it's just not, I think it's just word of mouth, this place. Like I say, we visited the cafe and one of the waitresses come up and said, "Do you like fishing?" You can't see it from the actual cafe where you car park. You have to sort of go to the end and come down. It comes down into, say, like a little valley, but it's lovely. I think a little farmer owns it. He comes round. He said last time, I think he said he's had it about 16 years. So yeah, let's see if we can get some fish out. Right guys, I'll just show you what I'm fishing on. So I've got 2 feeders on. I'm on the 2mm Sonic Sonia baits, feeder pellets, just with the yellow wowser to start with. We'll work the way through, see which one's working. Got the durables, the white. Not really tried those, the pink ones. And on the alarm, I've got sort of same feeder, a 30-gram feeder with the 2mm pellets and a boilie. Took a few offerings in, so it bleeped a few times when it went in. It's gone quiet now. Here we go. I'll probably leave this in half an hour to 40 minutes before we bring it in and recast it out, if nothing takes it. But we're getting indication straight away, first cast in. That's good. Let's see what happens. Right guys, we've got a fish. Second cast in. We have a nice little roach. Rod went straight round, so it's a good start. Let's get him back. I think what I might do guys is have a couple of hours on a smaller bait on this left-hand feeder rod. I can see this is probably going to catch some small fish for now, and then maybe go on to the bigger bait later. Yeah, like I say, give it a couple of hours on the wafters. Keep getting smaller fish. I'll swap up to a bigger bait, maybe on the same as the alarm. See, it's taking it but not going. Nice and peaceful down here. We're not near any roads, for me on here at the minute. The time is 20 past 8 on Thursday morning. A couple of bleeps on the alarm, but it's gone quiet again. So I'll give it another 15 minutes before I reel it in. But yeah, plenty of fish showing. So with the pellets I'm using, the 2mm, so what I do, I'm going to get down here, do my bait first. So yeah, so when I get down here, I do my bait first. I soak them, put water in just above the pellets, soak them for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes I'll drain them off, and then I'll leave them for 20 minutes. So while I'm doing that, I can set up me with a rod. My 8-foot rod's just 2-piece, so that's put that up straight away. I can set up me alarm rod, my 13-foot leader powerhouse, while I'm waiting for me for bait. So yeah, I'm going to give you a quick tour around Glasdir this morning, the rules, regulations. But yeah, pretty quiet at the minute. I never understand why nobody comes down early if they're going to come down. I like to get out early. So indications have gone off on this left hand rod. It's just hard to know where the fish are when you're in open water. There's nothing sort to aim for. I say it's very shallow coming in. They've lost some water on this lake, this pond. Let's drop down. Yeah, so we'll keep casting around and see if we can find the fish. So I'll stick on these wafters for maybe a couple of hours, maybe to about 10 o'clock. Keep getting the small fish, and then I'll switch over to the boilie, see if we can get any bigger fish out. Yeah, so we have just chucked this feeder in. There's, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's like fizzes straight away. So no, bleep on the alarm. So I'm not sure as well what sort of bottom it is, guys, whether it's silt or just hard, sandy, or maybe we can find out later. It's not a too darker water. I've seen darker. It'd be nice to get a barbel out. So this carp up to £20. My PB stands at 13 at the minute. It's on Doddleston. With this, not me fishing this for the first time as well, you don't know what you're going to get when that rod tip goes round. That's what's good about fishing. There's a big bang on that one then. could be a small fish, it could be your PB. Just never know. This is why we come fishing. It is a waiting game. Just have to be patient. Especially with new places as well. So I've fished the Match Lake a couple of times. Had a few fish out there, nothing big. Mirrors and commons up to about £4 or £5. I just thought I'd come and try this specimen lake today. It's different from Doddleston. Let's say on the Sniggs Pond I was on, the road was at the back of me. You know, there was traffic, but it's just peaceful. There's trees, birds. And the rods are out. Plenty of fish showing. Deep on the arm. Big fish just splashed over there. Yeah, give the alarm another 5-10 minutes. Well, there's fish in the swim. I'll just put this feeder on the left hand side. Very slow to take. So I'll keep swapping around the wafters. See which ones work. So maybe by 10 o'clock I'll switch over to the bigger baits on this left hand feeder rod. And you always presume that the bites are going to come quicker, you know, when you've caught a fish. Like I say, you just got to be patient. Once there's some feed in the swim, they'll come in. So I'll try and find out how deep it is here. On the next cast I might chuck a bit further out. You can see some fizzes. I won't be able to pick it up on the camera. Sort of further out than what I am. Reel this one in, feeder will do, just a bit further. So guys, I've just cast it out a bit further on that left hand rod and we've just caught this little beauty, a common, nice fish for about £2.5 on the yellow wowser. get him back. So I've recasted. I've just the alarm rod, coming a bit closer. Chucked a few boilies in as well over the top. Yeah, I've chucked further out with this feeder. Like I say on the last cast, found that nice 2.5 pound common. So that's a good start. Loop straight away. Nice to get a carp on the alarm rod. I'm sure we will. Yeah, I'm just going to maybe cast out further, deeper water, and then coming a bit closer. I'll stick with this for now. Find another carp. Again with that last fish, the rod tip just went straight round. You've just got to wait for it to go. The line reeled off the reel. Hopefully we might have found a bigger fish. With the alarm rod, I've just come in a bit closer. I've just come in sort of in front of these reeds just here. Just so basically I can get some offerings in. Something else has just turned up now. Alarm rod's going on. So we can get some more. Right guys, so the guy's just come round with a ticket. You don't get a ticket. I've just paid, say it's £7 for 2 rods, which is, I think is good. I'm just asking him about the pond not being known, but he said it is, and it does come up now. I'll do some research later and I'll put the address, say in the comments. But he was saying it comes up as Glasdir. Now whether that's Glasdir Fishery or just the area, I will find out later. So I'll put the address in the comments. But he was saying, yeah, it's about 5 foot deep all the way. There's a few 20 pounders in here. Get some line bites. So I say I've casted this feeder rod further out into the middle. The alarm's still quiet. A few bleeps, nothing yet. So I'm just at the edge of these reeds on the alarm. So there's plenty of fish showing. Still nobody here, still only me. He was saying that yesterday, I think there was somebody fishing this peg here and somebody fishing this peg next door, and the woman fishing here, and she was telling the sort of bailiff guy they'd had nothing, and he said the next minute a rod had screamed off and she had a 14 pound. So it just goes to show, you know, it can be slow starting. I've fished plenty of places that have, you know, started slow and picked up during the day. It's just one of them things. It's just fishing's fishing. and you know, you never know what's in here. But we've had a roach and a carp, so we're not doing bad at the minute. They're a bit quiet, but we'll continue and see if we can get any more. Indications are slow. So let's stick on these whales. I'm going to change. I'm going to keep change maybe every 4 or 5 casts. Different wowsers. I'm on the yellow at the minute. I'm going to change to the white, see if that does anything. Change to the huggable. And see how we get on, and then decide whether to swap up to the bigger baits. See if we can get some of them fish out. But for now, stick to our guns. See how we get on. Right, I've just cast in, just down here, down the bottom. Indication straight away. To go around. I'd have a bite before, I struck into it, but there was nothing there, which is strange. So I'm just going to wait. So what I think I'm going to do is come in close and then go back out into the middle. Maybe just keep working the way backwards and forwards. Especially when we've got nothing like to aim for. Alarm rod still hasn't gone off. I just had a bleep a second ago. This feeder rod's going to hopefully go around. Yeah, so 5 foot deep all the way. See, why didn't that take that then? Strange bites, guys, strange bites. There's something down there. I've swapped over to the white wowser. See if we get any joy on that. Something's interested. Here we go. We're in. Well, that one came off. Didn't get that one. We're back the same place. Straight away. I think this is small fish. Maybe a roach, something. Finicky bites. It indicates a smaller fish. Where's it going to go? So you get bites like that, there's sort of a couple of chucks in and you're getting straight indications, then it just goes as if like this go up. Still quiet on the alarm. But there's fish and then reeds, definitely. Just need to find that bait. I'll give it another 15 minutes on the alarm for a recast. Chuck this one back out into the middle, I think. Nothing's come with them bites. Bit of wildlife. So it's lovely down here, lovely and peaceful. And there's somebody's alarm below the pond. £7 for 2 rods, guys, for a day's fishing. That's good. Still only 2 excuse me, still only 2 fish out in a minute, a roach and a common carp that we're catching. Just got to be patient. Right, I'm going to recast this left hand rod back into the middle. So I've got this left hand rod back in the middle. Get indication straight away. It's almost to the fact that we're taking it and dropping it. You've got to sit on your hands, guys. Wait for that rod. It'll go round. You know when it's on. Just finding the bites a bit, the sort of bite, and then just leave it alone. It's strange, but so I've never fished this pond before, so we get to learn. They said it was going to be 28 today. It's a bit overcast. No cloud in the sky. Nice fishing weather though. Not too bright. So on this left hand rod I'm just casting, trying to find where these fish are. Casting to the middle. I just keep coming back each time a bit, and then sort of going close to the edge and then back out. Most other venues, if you've got like an island to cast to, so like Stamford Way and Dodleston, you've got something to aim for. Obviously here you've got nothing in the middle. Obviously you've got an aerator down there. It's not on, but apart from that it's just open water. Hoping to get one out of these reeds on the alarm. Nothing yet. (9:20). I've been fishing about an hour and a bit. 2 fish out. Can't grumble. As I say, it's like in a valley. So when I came down this morning, you come down like a deep valley, like a road that comes down and it drops down. The distance there, you can see my car parked over there, so you can park right next to the pond. But I've chosen to walk all the way to the last peg, more or less. Bleep on the alarm. Yeah. So you can park next to the pond. Same with the match pond and with the pond at the end. I'll show you the small pond at the end. If you look at my first video, you'll see the match pond. When I first came down here, been on a couple of videos on there. But at the minute, all quiet. Right guys, quick update. It's just coming up to 10 o'clock. Excuse me. I've been fishing a couple of hours. Still only have them 2 fish. The roach and the common. Carp about £2.5. Still had nothing on the barred line. No indications. Nothing's took it yet. Switch back over to the yellow rouser. These bites, very finicky. Let's have a smaller fish. It's just not going completely round, it's too rough. I'll switch up to a bigger bait later. I'm going to try the same on the yellow wires at the minute. I'm going to switch. I'm going to try these, the durable hookers. 6mm. Give them a go. See if we get any joy. But yeah. I'm going to bring the alarm rod in. Make some adjustments, have a recast. Right guys, thought I'd show you this bottom pond while it's quiet. Mark peg. So yeah, so it's just around basically just a round hole really. It's an aerator again in the middle. None of these aerators have been on since I've been here. In the past, never seen them on. There's a couple of pipes coming out. But yeah, that's the bottom pond. Just have a walk around. So it's a lovely place. Lovely. Some lovely little pond in here. You're just in the countryside, it's just lovely, look at it. The trees, the birds singing. Some nice reeds on that pond down the bottom. It's lovely. And we've got some horsies. Hello guys. 3, 1 there. 2 in. We'll say hello. Too busy eating. Too busy eating. Right, let's get back to some fishing. Right guys, so back on the yellow wafter in the middle. Just had this little skimmer. I had a tiny roach before, so tiny it didn't even register on the rod. It's just gone round. So yeah, very slow though, very slow. Right guys, so I've had a walk round, give the swim a rest for a bit. Yeah, I showed you the bottom pond, just a round hole. Look around, there's another guy fishing right down the bottom. Just been and spoke to him. He hasn't been here as long as me. We haven't had anything yet. He's on the feeder. He's on bread. Yeah, I've recast him. Still nothing on the alarm. Come closer to the reeds. Still sort of down here. I've switched over to a bigger bait on this left-hand rod, on the feeder rod, on the Shakespeare 8-foot beat. Put a small boilie on, just see if we can eliminate these small fish. So I've had a few skimmers, a couple of small roach, and just that common carp at the minute. It's come to 20 to 12, so it's been very slow. I hope we can get one on the alarm by the end of the day. Would be nice. There's fizzes and shows sort of everywhere on the pond. They're just not strange, they're just not feeding. So there's only me and another guy on here. But yeah, persevere, carry on, see how we get on. See if anything will take these small boilies. We could be on the totally wrong baits, you never know. When you come to a new venue, like a lot of people say, you know, you have to come a few times to sort of know where to fish. Very hard on here though, because obviously, like I say, there's not a lot to aim for. So you sort of in the open water, really. Sort of cast to the middle. I'll just keep casting around, especially on this feeder rod, left hand side, just to try and find some fish with a bigger bait on. This fish type, isn't it? Signs of fish everywhere. There's a carp in them reeds. Just need to find my bait. Well guys, it's coming up to, it's gone 12:15. Been fishing since 8 o'clock this morning. Handful of small fish, roach and skimmers. And just that one carp, common, about £2.5. Strange. I had a run on the alarm about 10 minutes ago. It just picked up and then put it straight back down. Just very, very weird, very strange. Plenty of fish over the pond topping. I can see fizzers. They just don't seem to want to know. One of them days. But like we say, that's fishing. I've got another say 4.5 hours left yet. Keep changing my baits. Still on the same bait on the alarm. Thought about I've had something out of them reeds, but nothing so far. Say there's fish there, but just don't seem to be interested. But we'll continue and try and get one of them out by the end of the day, if it's to be. If not, nice day's fishing. It's nice and peaceful down here, nice and relaxing. So yeah, for £7 and 2 rods, you can't grumble. Let's see if we can get some more out. Not seen a caterpillar in years. I've got one on my shoe. Well guys, after a long wait, the alarm's gone off on the right hand side. Just managed to get this fellow in. Nice fish, about 3.5 pounds, mirror. Big tail. Right guys, so because I've come closer with the alarm, close to the reeds here, that's allowed me to come with a feeder rod up here and just carp in and out those reeds. So I'm hoping we can pick one up off on the feeder rod. See him in there, the reeds are moving. Could be in again guys, could be in again. I think we're in. Ooh. Right guys, that was a long time coming. Like I say, the right hand rod zipped off. I'll show you where I cut that off. Coming closer. So I was sort of out there. I've come in to this bend here, and that's where it's run off. Yep, lovely mirror. I'll say about 3.5 pound. I've probably got one on the alarm. That's happy, but like I say, a few hours left. Very strange. But they come thick and fast, or at least quicker. Very finicky bites. I've had some screams on the alarm before. It was picking it up, running, and then just dropping. But finally we've got one on the alarm. It's happy days. See if we can get another one. So guys, the alarm's gone off again. And we have this little fella. A nice common. £4, £3–4. Nice fish. Get him back. So recast, guys. So now at the edge, I'll just have those last two. Warming up as well, 10 to 2 in the afternoon. So it's been very slow. But that move coming in close has paid off. Obviously they're patrolling around this area, around the edges, all the way. So you've got all the way around. And that's why personally I like something to cast to, whether it's an edge of an island, reeds, something just gives you something to focus on. Of course everybody's different. You know, remember the aerator might have been a good choice, but I'll show this peg because of the reeds. And yeah, it's paid off. Patience, but paid off. So got a couple probably 3 hours left. Maybe get a couple more out there. Get them feeding down there as well. I've chucked about 3 or 4 boilers on top of the sort of feeder pellets. So when they're fishing around, fishing on the bottom, you have to try and find your bait amongst those free offerings. I can see a bit further up there, you probably be able to pick it up on the camera. There's a big herring on that last pond, trying to get some food out, I should think, or bugger. Yeah, still only 2 of us on here today. And the guy said it has been busy. It was nice that we picked a quiet day. See if we can get some more out. Alright guys, I've just had a cracking rip off the right arm alarm and I just put it in. I'm going to have to weigh this one. A lovely common. Big guy. Easy fella, easy. Nice fish. I'm going to weigh this one. So I've just had a pick up on this right on rod, the alarm. I know the fish are coming in the swim now. Indications. Just had a tiny roach on the left hand feeder rod. I'm near the reeds. A little roach has picked my little yellow wafter up. Get indications on that as well. There is, if you do come down here, as I'll put the address in the comments later. I'll find out what the place is called. There is toilets here. There's only one. It's just a wooden. I'll show you. Now, it's just behind that tree there. So there is a toilet. Oh, just had a bleep on there. And I say you've also got the cafe. If you want anything to eat, there's Betty Birkin's back up the top of the hill into the car park. There's just some lovely food in there. You want to get your breakfast before you come fishing, or get a lunch. Betty Birkin's is the place to be. I'm not sponsored by Betty Birkin's, by the way. But nice for a free brekkie. Yeah. So it's just a lovely place. Very nice. Trees and woodland all the way around. Right down to the bottom. Yeah, it's just trying to find the fish. That's what you're going to do. You just got to chuck in, see where they are. Like I say, this left hand rod, nothing to chuck to, so you're just chucking in open water. So you've got nothing to aim for, nothing for the fish to sort of patrol around. But obviously, with the reeds, it's a different story. They're patrolling in and out. And like I say, I finally found, by coming closer, which is strange really, because I was a bit further around, so you think they'd be patrolling all the way around, but two out of the same spot, and then just a random common sort of out the middle first thing this morning. So yeah, strange, but we're catching, and that's what we want. Right, I want to get this left hand rod back in, reel it in, get back in, if we're not played by these little roach. See, they're in the reeds, there's a big splash in there. See if we can get another one. So guys, I've just weighed this one, £6, lovely fish. Let's get him back. Right, so guys, let's just recast that one after catching that last fish. So it was about £4 or £5 common, lovely fish. So that's now 4 out this corner. Coming up to 3 o'clock. Probably got another, don't know, close to a couple of hours left. I get some more. I've only just put that one back in. This left-hand rod is pretty redundant. It's not really doing much. So apart from the fish I've had this morning, just very slow, very weird. Like I say, nothing to aim for. Cast into open water trying to find a fish. So just having a little roach, skimmers, and that a common carp. But apart from that, yeah, it's 4 carp on this corner. So it was a good move. Happy days. Right guys, the alarm's gone off again. In that corner, another nice common. Probably about £4. Nice. Let's get him back. So guys, just lost a big fish. The alarm went screaming off. Picked it up, but it's just headed back of the reeds. Straight in. Snag milk. Yeah. So it's come off in the reeds there, snagged up there. But what I've done now is I've put my left one rod away. I'm going to concentrate on this for next hour and a half. See if we can get any more out of this corner before we go home. Get indications already on the tip. So yeah, so I know next time if when I come, I know where I'll be casting. I don't know what it's like saying about corners, but like I say, it's the patrolling, picking up the food as they're going round, and that's why I like something to aim for. I say to put this left rod away because it's just doing nothing. Yeah, so I'm just going to concentrate on this right rod till we go home. So I've just recasted this, guys, put it in, recast it out. Chuck some about 4 or 5 boilers in over the top. Still in that same corner. I think this is going to go in a minute. Coming up to 3:45, probably got an hour left. Just on this one rod now. What I'll do is I'll fish for another hour, pack up, and I'll give a summary of the day, a reflection of the day's fishing. the guy who was fishing down the bottom, you can even say that to the bailiff that he's only had a roach out, so he's had nothing big. I think I've picked the best peg for today. Another guy's come, probably about 4 or 5 pegs down from me to my left. On that last fish I lost, I did have an issue with my bobbin. So when I'm striking up and into the fish, the bobbin isn't releasing properly. So that could have caused, obviously the fish gave the fish time to get into them reeds at the back. And then bushes. They snagged me up. It's been a cloudy day. It's not been sunny like I thought it was. I thought it was going to be 28. I don't think it's been 28. It's just been right really. It's warm. I don't think if I had this peg, I think I would have struggled today. I really do. With it being such an open water. They've got the bottom pit where the guy is down the bottom. He's next to sort of the bridge. He's fishing into the lilies. Let's say he's in a roach. So I think I've done well by picking this peg this morning. Some nice fishing, some nice fish come out. I think it just pays to have that extra rod out as well for £7. Well worth it. You can just stick it on an alarm, just leave it, let it do its thing. You know, bring it in every half an hour or so. Recast out, check your rigs, and do what you want on your left hand rod. Like I say, with it being open water for me, I just felt that I was casting around just trying to look for fish, nothing to aim for. But yeah, that's fishing. Every venue is different. It's a challenge. I think that's why we love coming fishing. Right guys, 2 casts left for me today before I head off home. I'll just recast this one in, about in the corner again. Around this corner. If I get a fish on this one, I'm going to call it a day. Let's say I've got this cast and another cast to go. Should probably take me up to about 4:45. And then I'll do a summary of the day. Yeah. See if we can get one more before we go home. Yes. So guys, we've just had the last fish of the day. The rod's just gone round in that final corner. Lovely fish. Just weighed him, is about £8. With a chunk. Nice fish. Let's get him back. Right guys, just finished fishing on this specimen lake in 3 ponds near Betty Birkins. I say I'll put the description and the address. Do some research later to find out, because when I googled it, it wasn't on the search. The bailiff come around earlier and told me the name of it, so I'll put it on the comments later. So yeah, after a slow start, yeah, left hand feeder, strange, roach, skimmers, 2.5 pound common. Basically, after a few more roach, that was it. The right hand side, on the alarm, I started off sort of at the corner over here. I moved to this corner here, and after a while, I managed to get 5 out. Lost one, snagged me off in the back of the bushes. Yeah, but I had I've had some good commons and mirrors. That last one was just shy of £8. But yeah, good fish. So after a slow start, not a bad day. If you like these sort of videos guys, drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. You know, where you go fishing, what experiences you've had, good days, bad days. Yeah, I'm heading off home. So until next time on the bank guys, catch you later.